Welcome back to ND Day Overtime Live. We're coming to you live tonight from the Fighting Irish Digital Media offices over in the Joyce Center. Don't forget, you can continue to go online, make donations, and vote for your favorite Notre Dame entity, department, whatever, and you can help decide who divvies up that initial $1 million gift for ND Day. But I'm honored right now to be joined by a guy I've gotten to know a little bit over the years, Notre Dame defensive back Matthias Farley, a guy you will do whatever they ask you to do. You've started a bunch of games, you've not started a bunch of games, but I think Coach Kelly gave you the highest compliment about mid-season last year when he said flat out when asked about you, he goes, Matthias Farley just makes plays. They can't keep you off the field.
I don't really know what you want me to say there, Jack.
You're usually not that. He's extremely humble here right now. Talk about how you have developed since you got here, because you didn't start playing football until your junior year of high school. Highly ranked receiver coming out of high school. Didn't play your first year here, and then you end up starting 11 or 12 games during the 12-0 regular season. Talk about your development here.
It's just really a testament to the coaching staff and the older guys over here, Jamore Slaughter, Zeke Mott, all those guys really took me under their wing, and I learned a lot from them. And now being on the other side of it is kind of surreal. I feel like I just got here, but it's just really this place is a special place, and to be around guys like that day in and day out, it's kind of hard not to develop.
You've played cornerback, you're back playing safety again. You've consistently played nickelback throughout your career, and you are kind of the old man of the secondary right now. So how do you see your role heading into this season?
I kind of see my role as a utility guy. I feel comfortable playing a lot of different positions. I have no reservations if the coaches want me to play corner, nickel, safety, whatever it may be. I'm all for whatever the team needs me to do.
Do you see a certain teaching aspect to your role as well? Because Max Redfield was here in our last hour and said that you have really helped him a great deal.
Well, I just think I had a rough year in 2013, and having gone through that and seeing guys go through the struggles up and down, I can really see it and really try to tell guys don't get stuck in that, because you have to keep your confidence. You have to remain playing at a high level. You can't let one bad play turn into two bad plays. So I think having gone through some ups and downs myself has really helped me encourage the younger guys and also maybe teach them a thing or two.
And Max has been in the situation really where he was a guy that was so highly touted coming out of high school that people expected him to step on the field as a freshman and dominate.
Right.
And he's now gone through 2 seasons where he has not been a consistently dominating player. And then at the end of last year, and you went through the same thing last year, he gets pulled down the depth chart. I mean, you've been up and down consistently throughout your career. How much do you think you were able to help him get through that? Because when he got back at the end of the season, back into the starting lineup, he played very well.
Right. Well, it just comes down to confidence. I think in this game, especially on the stage that we play on, there's a lot of eyes on you, and especially if you play safety. If you make a mistake, it's usually a touchdown, or it's very visible. Not so much on the D-line if you miss a tackle, but if you're the last line of defense if you're a safety. So, Max is an incredible player, has an incredibly high ceiling, and safety is a hard position because you have to be a leader, you have to be loud, you have to be vocal, and it's hard to come in as a freshman or even a sophomore and be comfortable in that role. And so there's definitely some growing pains, and I think everyone has gone through that. And I think with Max and Shoemate moving forward, I think they're going to be night and day better moving into the fall.
You're a guy who makes plays. You make big tackles. You're so good in situations like this. But I also know you're fiery. I've also talked to you off camera. You hate to get demoted. You hate when your playing time is reduced. But you have always been able to channel that into playing better. I know there was one game last year where you were just special teams. You told me, I'm forcing a fumble on special teams. And you went out. I think it was the first kickoff of the game you forced a fumble. You really channeled that in a positive way.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's an honor to play here. And I think anybody – not anybody, maybe if you don't like football, but there's so many people all over the world, all over the country that would trade with me in a heartbeat to run down on kickoff or be on punt return for one play.
No, you're right.
That'd be the biggest thing in the world for them. So I have such an incredible opportunity. I want to be out there all the time, but I'm comfortable with my role. I got over myself a long time ago, and I'm just happy to be here and happy to still be playing.
Well, as we wrap this up, we do want to let everybody know that you have officially been approved for a 5th year. And I know one of the great accomplishments in your mind is you are going to graduate with your undergraduate degree in May. What is that going to mean to you?
It means the world to me. I wasn't the best student growing up through lower school, through middle school, and even through high school. So to, kind of get my act together towards the end of high school and carry it through here, it's a huge blessing. It's the biggest accomplishment of my life. I will be walking across that stage and getting a diploma from this place. I came here to get a degree. Football is going to end one day, and so to have the opportunity to be here and interact with so many incredible people and just develop as a student athlete and a man, I think it's been the greatest decision I've ever made.
I know everybody on this defense is glad he's back for one more year on a defense that they have vowed is going to be much better than it was at the end of last year. Very good at the beginning. Matthias, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. Go Irish.
All right,